Welcome to the 60-Minute CFO podcast, where we dive into the world of business finance and uncover the secrets to running a thriving and profitable business. I'm your host, Tracy Beck, an entrepreneur, author, and your guide to achieving financial fluency in easy-to-digest lessons. This podcast, along with our book, courses, and tools, are designed to help you tackle the challenges that keep small businesses stuck. We'll explore why so many businesses struggle and fail, uncover the missing financial knowledge that could be holding you back, and show you how to take actionable steps toward success. We teach you how to make meaning of your numbers by identifying key relationships and trends so you can analyze your past performance. We learn the key drivers of cash flow because no one likes to run out of cash. And we dive into how to forecast the future so we can set revenue and profit goals and meet them. Whether you're a seasoned business owner or just starting out, you're in the right place. 60-Minute CFO is your source for understanding the numbers, making smarter decisions, and building the business and life you've always envisioned. Let's get started. They say what gets measured gets managed, but managing too many things leads to overwhelm and quitting. Today, we'll explore the next level of financial fluency, key operational metrics. These are the compass that guides your business toward sustainable success, freeing you from the guesswork and giving you the clarity you need to make confident decisions. Here's the problem. Operational excellence feels elusive for so many business owners, and here's why. We lack operational metrics. Without the right data, you're essentially flying blind. It's like driving a car with no dashboard. Sure, you might get where you're going, but it's impossible to know your speed, your fuel level, or whether the engine is about to overheat. Many businesses rely on gut feelings or intuition instead of actionable insights, leaving inefficiencies unchecked and potential problems unnoticed. We also can have wasted energy. Hard work doesn't always equal higher profits. Without clear systems to guide spending, pricing, and workflow, businesses often find themselves working harder without earning more. The result, fluctuating profits and a constant sense of uncertainty and possibly frustration. So, what's the solution? Well, operational excellence is within reach when you focus on adding in visibility to operational ratios. But the key is not to have dozens and dozens. At 60-Minute CFO, we have boiled it down to 6 key ratios. We'll discuss a few more that you may want to add for your unique business because all businesses are unique, but we will always urge you to keep it simple so that you don't risk overwhelm. Let's break down the 6 operating performance ratios. The first is return on equity. Return on equity measures how effectively your business generates profit relative to the investment you've made in it. This helps you compare your business's performance against other investment opportunities like real estate or stocks. Most of the time, your business will be your best investment if you manage it well. Receivable days. Receivable days tracks how long it takes to collect payments from your customers. Shorter receivable days means faster cash flow, which is critical for covering expenses and reinvesting in growth. Inventory days. Inventory days measures how quickly your inventory turns over. Holding too much inventory ties up cash, while too little can lead to missed sales. Finding the sweet spot is the key to maximizing profitability. Payable days indicates how long you take to pay suppliers. Stretching payable days without damaging supplier relationships can improve your cash flow. Survival score is a catch-all metric. It's actually a 4-part formula, each with its own coefficient that takes items from the income statement and the balance sheet. It gauges your business's financial resilience. It's how long you can survive if revenue stops coming in and stave off bankruptcy. And lastly, our 6th key operating performance ratio is revenue per admin employee. This tracks the efficiency of your administrative team. Are you generating enough revenue to justify the headcount? This ratio helps ensure your team is lean and productive and that your business isn't overstaffed or understaffed. So you might be thinking, yes, but I definitely have other key ratios that I must measure, and we will allow it, of course, but we really urge you not to take on dozens and dozens more. It's like going from having the dashboard of your car to the dashboard of an airplane cockpit. It's very hard for us to accurately keep track of too many ratios. But that being said, based on your unique business, you may choose a few more. So some common ones are advertising spend as a percentage of revenue. It's oftentimes that advertising is a significant expense, depending on what kind of business you're in. So monitoring this ratio ensures you're not overspending and that your campaigns are delivering a strong return. And it also helps you gauge what you should be spending every year if you're not sure what that should be. Customer acquisition cost. This will help you understand what it costs to acquire a new customer, and it can be really important as well in terms of figuring out if your marketing is well spent. The average lifetime value of a customer is another common one to track, and it measures the total revenue you can expect from a customer over the course of your relationship with them. Comparing your lifetime value to your customer acquisition cost helps determine whether acquiring a new customer is profitable. So let's put this to use in the real world and revisit my e-commerce jewelry store that I told you I ran from a couple episodes ago. As you heard in the previous episode, we really struggled with cash flow and understanding our balance sheet. But once we got that under control, we did choose a few more metrics to put into place so that we could really help understand if we were going to meet our goals. We understood that we really needed to focus on our marketing metrics. So advertising was one of our largest expenses, particularly our Google pay-per-click campaigns. So we began tracking return on ad spend, click-through rate, cost per click, as well as a few other metrics that we got directly from Google. And these metrics showed us which keywords were driving sales and where we could cut wasteful spending. And then we understood that we really needed to prioritize cash flow through inventory management. And inventory was one of the largest items on our balance sheet. So we tracked inventory days and the time it took to restock and get things in stock if they were to go out of stock. So this helped us understand and avoid cash crunches that might be caused by overstocking or understocking, which would essentially leave money on the table because people couldn't buy a best-selling product. So by focusing on these metrics, we could drive traffic to our website, optimize our ad spend, manage inventory, all of this effectively. And the result was that we had consistent profitability, and we also could free up some of our brain cells to focus on more strategic growth because we could easily dial in exactly what that dashboard needed to look like and what those metrics should be. So what is your call to action for this episode? Take a moment to reflect. What are the key metrics that drive your business? If you're unsure, some places to look are on your income statement and your balance sheet for what are the largest amounts. What are your biggest expenses? What are your biggest assets? What are your biggest liabilities? These things might be some of the key players that really sway the performance of your business. Ask yourself, what would cripple your business if you stopped buying something, selling something, or managing something? What would really take you offline? Choose one key area and create a metric to measure it. And remember, keep it simple. That's actually the first 3 words of the book if you've read 60 Minute CFO. Simplicity leads to consistency, and consistency drives results. Remember, no one will care as much about your business as you do. And by tracking these key metrics and building solid systems, you will lead your team with confidence and clarity. So until next time, also remember, this is a journey and it's not a destination. So I urge you to be in a non-judgmental space of yourself as to how far along you are. And no matter what, keep going. Thank you for tuning into the 60 Minute CFO podcast. I hope today's episode gave you fresh insights and practical steps to better understand your numbers and take control of your financial future. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with other business owners who could benefit. Your support helps us reach more people on their journey to financial fluency. To dive deeper into what we talked about today, visit 60minutecfo.com, where you will find more tools, resources, and ways to connect with me, Tracy Beck. You can join our community, download our free resources, and sign up for live and recorded courses. Until next time, remember, understanding business finance is a journey, not a destination. Create 60-minute habits of dedicating time to understanding your numbers, and before you know it, you will have built the profitable business and life you've always dreamed of. See you in the next episode. And this is important work for you to do because no one will care as much about your business and finances as you do.